21, can you do something for me? Can you hit a little rich flex for me? 21.
Matt, shut the fuck up, bro.
Why?
Like, nobody
What
want
the
to
fuck,
hear
bro?
you
It's
say
episode
this
21, bro. Season finale.
Shit. All right, cool. Let's start the season instead of you
21,
singing 21 with your babushka on.
What?
Where'd you get this
Bro,
from?
yo, that's offensive, man.
Where'd you get this
Yo,
from?
I'm trying to bring the energy.
Where'd you get this from?
I'm trying to bring the energy,
Fuck
bro.
your energy. Answer my question. Where'd you get this?
Whoa. I thought we were here to do my episode.
All right. Welcome to Toon Squad Podcast, the season finale, episode 21. It's your boy Matt,
2021.
a.k.a. Easy Money,
AKA.
a.k.a. Babyface Killer,
What else?
a.k.a. Mr. Boy Girl. Give her back in 3 to 5 business days.
Hey, where she belong, bro?
Beside the green bin, beside the blue bin. Right there.
On the street.
Y'all already know. TT.
Yes, sir. It's your boy TT in the cut.
Jeez.
Young Jesus, Young Curls. You know what it is. This is season finale, bro.
Episode 21.
Can you do something for me?
Jeez. Yo,
Oh
we
my
had to close it
God.
off right.
Yo, you guys.
Can
intros
you
are
really
sick.
introduce
Yeah.
yourself
You
for
guys,
me?
Love,
the
bro.
way you guys introduce yourselves, there is no possible way that I am going to top that. It's like, yo, my name is Jerome. This is like, AKA.
A.k.a. that guy.
No, that was good. I need to practice that though.
That's
That's
crazy.
gonna be something that I definitely practice.
Well, what's
I
up,
need a
man?
couple- I need
Tell
a
him your
couple-
name. Tell him who you
Jerome,
are.
my name is Jerome, co-founder of Beatcave.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Yeah, man, just super excited to be here. And,
Welcome, brother.
Yeah, man. No,
Thank
appreciate
you.
having
Yo,
me.
thank you for
you.
coming.
Yes,
It's
yes.
only right. Season finale.
No, and I'm honored that you guys had me on the season finale. You know, I'm excited for it.
Let's get it. This is gonna be an episode for the books, man.
Ooh, we have to close it
I
off
feel it.
right.
I feel it too.
You already know.
I feel it.
You already know. All right. You know what? For the people who are just viewers, you know, they don't know
Sure.
much about the music industry, but they're interested in it. They don't
Mhm.
know anything about Beatcave.
Mm-hmm.
What is Beatcave?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, so Beatcave is basically a innovative event platform for music creatives.
Mhm.
And we basically try and have these types of events that are going to steer towards allowing for education, allowing for the ability to build network, and then obviously being able to collaborate as well.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then on top of that, we also do a lot of, like, we're starting to become more of a label where we're able to, you know, start to create music that we do at our song camps. And then as well as being in the TV and film world where we're doing a lot of music for TV and film. And then,
Ooh, that's interesting.
and then as well as just, you know, being able to do a lot of stuff with event curation for our members and everything like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys just work with like artists, not A&Rs or managers or
Yeah, so like when we do our events, we typically have speakers come in that are either like A&Rs or like, you know, different aspects of the music industry to help, you know, either the members or just people coming to the events in general
right.
to like be able to just understand the industry a little bit more, be able to play their music for industry professionals to kind of hear their feedback. And then as well as just, you know, being able to kind of learn, again, like I said, different aspects of the industry.
This is sick. All right, listen, I want to
Yeah.
go back because
That's
like
cool.
you talking about Beatcave. Where did this come from? Like where did this idea come from? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
what's
you
your
just
role
sitting,
in it?
You know, were you just sitting somewhere and you're like, hey, this is what I want? Like,
Yeah. So like for me, it started because I wanted to be in the music industry. Prior to that, I was like in the fitness industry for a while, and I was just like, I hate it. I would never. It's the worst. Like it's just like it's psychologically draining. I'm just like, okay, I'm done with that. So, and then I was like, okay, what do I love to do? I love music, but I'm not a great artist or I'm not a great producer. Don't have any musical talent. You know,
Right.
I've tried to rap, but I'm not.
Can we get a freestyle?
100% no.
Yeah,
So-
I tried, guys.
So I tried different ways to like figure out, okay, how am I going to be in the music industry? And then obviously for me, like I've been able to see over the course of the years, like some real talent, like, you know, in the city that doesn't get amplified. Right. So
Right.
I'm just like, how can I enter? And at first, when I started Beatcave, it was all about producers.
Oh.
Yeah, so initially that's why it's called Beatcave. It was like all about producers and trying to get like, we had like Francis Scott Heat, and we had like, you know, Eastbound, and we had like Corey Litwin come through and just be able to speak on their creative process,
Right.
as well as like listening to feedback from, or listening to the beats from the producers that came.
Okay.
And just like they were able to kind of get feedback as well as like connect with other producers that were there, and that's how it kind of started for the first like 7 events. And this, like, it was back in like July of 2019 when it was started.
Oh, this is when it started.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
And you started at a Lynx studio?
Yeah, so we did a lot of the events at Lynx to start. Yeah, and we started like from like going to one room, then we got like 2 rooms, and then now like every time we're at Lynx, we rent out the whole facility for our songwriting camps.
Ooh.
So how did you branch off? Because you said you started as producers. Like, how did you branch off?
Yeah, so listening to the community and understanding what they wanted was like a big thing that we do, and it was something where they're like, hey, like, this is great, like I get to meet producers and like, you know, I'm learning a lot, but our goal is always to be able to work with artists, right?
Right.
And then that's how we started. Like I saw the J. Cole documentary. I don't know if you guys ever seen that one where he brought together like all these like artists over the course of 10 days, and like
For the Dreamville album?
Yeah, exactly. So I saw that and I was like, okay, this needs to happen.
Wow.
Like, this needs to happen. And then that's when like we had our first like camp, and like we rented out the whole facility and just had like producers. And that's how the way the camp even still works to this day, where we have producers slotted in each of the 10 rooms that are there. Right. And then they're there for like 2 to 3 hours, and then artists kind of roam through each room, catch a vibe, songwrite, make a demo, and then, you know, we get that. Now we're starting to become a label where we're starting to release it. But yeah, the first one we did was in 2020, right before the pandemic.
Was that, did you guys do a camp in up north somewhere?
Yeah. So for our third one, we did one South Bruce Peninsula, like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Up north.
I think I saw the documentary for that. You guys uploaded a documentary.
Yeah. So that was crazy. Like we did that in 2021. Like try to like find that loophole during like the pandemic and all that stuff, and just like be able to bring up like 70 people, and we're all in cabins, converted some cabins into like studios.
Wow.
Yo, it's jokes. I'm actually smiling when you're saying all this, because I'm just thinking like, yo, this is probably like an artist's wonderland. Yeah. They go to a different room and catch a different vibe every single time. Yeah. That's wavy.
Yeah, no,
that's what artists want.
Yeah, it's 100% super fun, and as well as like we capture like a lot of like really dope moments, and that's the biggest thing, is like people meet each other, then like, oh shit, like you're fire, I'm fire, this beat is fire, and then they just end up making something. Like the last song that we just released had like Jordan, JRDN, Lola Buns, had Fame Holiday. And it was like, it had like also writing credits from like Tommy, and like, you know, it was produced by Blux. Like all these guys, like it came together, and it was like, I call them the Avengers, that song, because it's like, it came together like super dope. But yeah, it's just like being able to create moments like that, as well as like, you know, being able to connect the dots for a lot of our artists, producers, and like engineers.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me. It's like you're just connecting the dots. You're putting people in the studio, which is, it's something in the industry. It's a role in the industry that gets unnoticed.
Underlooked?
Yeah, underlooked. You know, it's like, oh, no, it's just like that. No, it doesn't happen just like that. Like there's somebody behind, like Jerome, who actually goes and puts people together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or connects the dots for people. That's fucking dope, man.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That is sick.
Yeah.
2019, you said?
2019, yeah, exactly. Wow. So, like, and then, like, I think, like, 4 or 5 months after we started, then Amber came along, who's a co-founder as well, and she's based out of Vancouver.
Oh, you guys are running something in Vancouver, too?
Yeah, like, we're actually, I'm actually flying, like, tomorrow to, like, go over there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so she's going to be running, like, our membership over in Vancouver, and then we're going to start to expand, like, trying to go to Montreal and, like, different places. And, yeah, and just start to, like, really trying to, like, you know, bring the nation together. Yeah, 100%. Excited.
That is dope, man. That is actually dope. Wow.
So I want to know more about the founding part before we go into any other topics. Like,
what you got? I know you
when
got
you're a
question.
founder, that means you started something, you're building something, and that means a lot of people don't see your vision, and you got to do a lot early on.
Yeah.
So I want to know about that part, because that part is so intriguing to me. How did you build around you?
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard for people to see the vision at first of like what you kind of have in your head. Luckily there's been like, you know, certain things that I've been able to see and like, okay, this is dope. Take something from there, that's dope as well. That would be dope for the community, and then just kind of be able to put it together. So like currently it's just like, you know, me and Amber just running things for the most part, like, and we have like a few people that we're trying to bring on as well, but it's been something where, because we're not a grant funded like organization, right? We don't get any money from the government at all, which a lot of these like organizations do. It ends up becoming something where like we're
That's interesting.
Yeah, utilizing the tickets that we sell for certain things to like pay for the stuff that we do, and you know, and that's
it's more challenging.
100%.
Wow.
100%. Yeah.
Well, can you guys get grants though, or is that?
Yeah, so like we're actually a for-profit business, so we're not like
Okay.
a non-for-profit. So like a lot of the funding goes towards non-for-profit, which like it's hard because you rely on the government for money, and then it hinders first and foremost what you can do to a certain degree, right? Because every time we've ever went for a grant funding, it's always been something where like, you guys are not doing something that is cookie cutter and like, you know, something that we know. So like, we're not going to do that with you.
Got you.
And then, you know, on top of it is just like, yeah, again, for like non-for-profit, it just ends up becoming something where a lot of the money gets funding through there. And then, you know, they still have to apply, and, you know, sometimes their event doesn't happen, or sometimes their event ends up like not panning the way it should be. But like, yeah, we just saw that there is like a gap in how certain things are done, and we just want to fill that gap with things that we think are going to elevate and build infrastructure within the city and within the country. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. So, I mean, Beatcave isn't the only thing that you're part of.
Yeah.
So tell me about the other things that you do for work. Like, I know you work with different things.
Yeah. No, we do a lot, like in terms of like the Beatcave umbrella, or just like me as
as an individual.
Yeah. So like for me, I also work at TIFF, as well. So the Toronto International Film Festival, and just work on the corporate partnership side there. And that's like, for me, it's really cool to be able to kind of see that side of things, because it allows me to understand how to speak to certain brands and other organizations, and like how to really bring value to them when we do have things that require sponsoring, and we're not, you know, again, utilizing grant money, but utilizing sponsors that want to be a part of our events.
For sure.
Yeah.
Got you. I want to go back to the umbrella that you talked about. So talk a little bit about the other stuff that you guys do with Beatcaves, other than, you know, putting artists together. What else do you do?
For sure.
Know, talk a little bit about the label side, about the movie music side.
Yeah, so we do a couple different things, like where we, you know, first and foremost, we have like stuff that we haven't used necessarily since 2022, and we're starting to like revive, but like Global Beatmakers League is something that we've had before, and Boombox is another entity that we kind of have under the umbrella of Beatcave. But in terms of like that other stuff, yes, so we have like a membership as well, where we're able to like, you know, we partnered with Toronto Metropolitan University and like be able to do events there, and as well as provide basically an opportunity for artists to get discounted services on creative things that they need to release and create music. That's and cool. Then as well as, you know, being able to get them free studio time.
Ooh.
They get like opportunities with like TV and film, because like we do that as well. And like for us, that is definitely a part where we're trying to help, you know, build revenue, like get revenue for our community at the end of the day. So the membership is definitely something that we're building out and trying to make something that's nationwide. And then, with the label side of things, the music that we create at these songwriting camps, we like listen to them. There's like probably like in a weekend, like we did one just in June, and we probably got like 60 plus songs.
Ooh.
Wow.
And it's just like a lot of like
that's a camp.
Crazy songs.
Ooh,
like
that's
like
a camp.
Over the course of a weekend?
Over the course of the weekend, yeah, because like we rent it out for like 12 hours, and then the next day like another 10 hours, and it's just like people are just constantly creating. So like we have so much music, and it's just like that's why we're currently looking for a label assistant. So like please apply. But like we're trying to like make sure that we put out as much music as possible to help like obviously our community grow. And so we were able to like recently sign a deal with Believe Music Canada, and that's been dope to like kind of work with those guys and be able to get advice from them, as well as like utilize their platform to help us distribute music everywhere. Yeah, so yeah, and that's the label side of things. And then the TV film stuff, we've been on like shows like Power and The Shy. And
ooh, those are big shows.
Yeah, and it's been really cool to be able to do that. And shouts out to Jazz Feezy, who is the producer that he's able to get these opportunities, and he basically provides us with the beats and the briefs of like what should be in those particular songs, and then we push it out there, or he pushes it out there to certain music supervisors, and then we're able to like we've been able to get a few. I think over 10 now, like 10 different, opportunities with that. And we've done our own movies as well, where we've like, even like right now we're in the process of like working on a movie where they give us like the whole, like they give us the whole idea of like what they're looking for in terms of the different songs they want. And then we just try and like get the community
like the sound they want, or
yeah,
like
exactly.
the storyline
like
they
want, what
or?
kind of song they're looking for a particular scene, and they'll like let us know, and then we kind of try to find the different artists that makes sense for that particular one.
That's so cool.
Do you do only like full songs, or do you guys send instrumentals too?
Yeah, so for the movies that we've done, like this is our third movie coming up that we've fully done the stuff for, but like it's something where it could be either unreleased music, released music, or music that, or it's just instrumental from a producer.
Okay.
And then when it comes to the ones that we've done for like mainly shows like the Power and Shy and stuff, it's been something where that music is original music.
Was it like, out, or was it just new music that?
It's just like, so basically we get the beats from Jazz Feezy, and then after we get artists to basically like write a song to it. And then that's the song that we push out to all the music supervisors, because it's like brand new. And then as soon as it gets released or like aired on TV, then we release it on all DSPs, just in case someone wants to Shazam that and everything like that.
Right.
And, yeah.
Right. That's so dope, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like it's impressive how you are able to branch out, right? Like even in I feel like the most impressive too is like just the TV and film part. Like that's like
he's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
I know. I want to say that to the people that are like
Facts.
just listening. This is what a person thinking outside the box is doing. He's like, let me see how I can get into the industry, and now let me see how I can capitalize on different places from the industry that I can, because a lot of artists out there don't look at things like that, right? They only look like, I want to make music and put it out. I have a brand, and then it's like, wait a second, there's so many different revenues that you can make, different channels that you can actually go through to make money, and you're helping these artists do that. That's thinking outside the box.
Yeah, no, and then that's the whole thing. It just comes down to the community at the end of the day, and like we always hear it from them, like, it's not easy. It's not easy to be an artist. It's not easy to be a music creative at all. And they're focused on just that, being creative, right? Where we have the opportunity to actually help them see different sides of the industry,
right?
And I'm glad that we're able to do that and starting to build that infrastructure for sure.
So would you say your success comes from being able to make adjustments after getting feedback? Because it seems like you obviously clearly give a fuck about the feedback.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we're always listening and trying to figure out what makes sense, but not only from the community, but what's also just happening within the music industry as a whole, and like what we see that like, oh, our community doesn't really know about this. Like, how do we get this in front of them? Like, and try and get those things kind of rolling, and doing it in ways again where it's gonna be impactful to like their musical journey, and that's the goal for sure.
How can artists like reach out to you, or even can they apply to be a part of the program? What do they have to do? What are the steps that I have an independent artist that just starting out and they want to figure out what to do. How do they join Beatcave?
Yeah, so like another thing with some musical organizations, and I understand to a certain degree, but at the same time, it's a barrier to entry where like you have certain music organizations that you have to like apply to. Then you can potentially be a part of them at a certain point. Right. But like for us, like we just allow people to come regardless of where you're at as an artist. We try to provide value as much as possible when it comes to the membership, first and foremost, because that's the thing that we do most often. And we're constantly doing events. We're constantly doing little things to help our members for the most part. And yeah, that's the biggest thing, is just the ability to continue to make that happen.
So artists would have to just sign up with a membership, and then from there, boom, I can do it.
Exactly.
Like a Costco membership?
Pretty much.
Look at this grandma looking ass motherfucker talking about Costco with your babushka. Of course you're talking about Costco because you're looking like a grandma. What is wrong with you, bro?
Those $2 glizzies slap.
What?
I don't know, bro.
What?
No, that babushka is hard though. I'm feeling the babushka.
Yo, he's changing with that babushka, bro. I don't know what he just said.
I just need the two glizzies now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we haven't.
Ben, you know what to
season
do.
finale, episode 21.
That is crazy. Yo, episode 21 is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's
He's
already
dropping some knowledge.
it's already off to
what I'm saying?
fire start.
No, but like
It's
congratulations
crazy.
to you guys and like what
bro.
you've been able to do. Like, and I've seen it. I've seen like from when you first started it and everything like that, and you guys just been able to like, really make a mark in like how people view certain things, because you guys have like a bunch of different types of people that come through, right? So I think that's like really dope, and like it's versatile, and it's what's needed just in Canadian like media, just in general. Like
That's love.
That's
love.
It's very much needed, and it's something where like we need more outlets like this that can help artists, help creators, help like entrepreneurs, or whoever else pretty much is looking, that needs a platform and that deserves one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think something we go definitely do in season 2. We're gonna look at how we can collaborate with you guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have some dope collaborations. I mean, we talked a little bit off camera, but I think that's gonna be dope, just to bring
Y'all have a podcast department? I'm in that.
Yeah, no, but like I was saying to him, I was like honestly, it would be dope, because like a lot of artists just need like a platform, and even if you don't want to like highlight just one person, it's like something where you can have like a rotating like thing on one day of just like having a certain amount of artists come through. And I think like being able to just give like certain artists a platform will just help overall the Canadian culture. But regardless, if it's not artists, it's something else where you just have like a decent amount of people. But regardless, like what you guys are doing anyway is like amazing, and
love, bro. We appreciate you.
I'm excited for season 2.
Appreciate that.
I'm excited for the season 1 finale.
Yo, that's where I'm at right now, to be honest. I'm excited.
I'm enjoying right now,
Yeah,
bro.
We're not really done. We just getting started.
We just getting started.
And this shit is crazy right now.
So I have a question for you. Are you inspired by artists, or are you inspired by like executives in the music industry?
Good question.
That is a good question. Yeah, facts.
Wow. Babushka guy.
I'm acting different. With the
I guess
Babushka,
it has its
I'm telling you.
benefits. Sorry.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Go ahead, my bad. It just has its benefits. You can say some stupid shit, but you can also say some,
and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Just like your favorite auntie, you know.
That's crazy. Don't do that about my auntie.
So sorry, what was the question again?
So are you inspired by like artists or
Yeah.
music executives?
Yeah, so I think definitely both. It's something where the artists in the city inspire me a lot when I see what they're doing and how they are like doing things to help their platform grow. And it's really inspiring to see how hard they're working to try and make their dreams come true. So like it makes me want to work harder and like, obviously Amber to want to work harder to like constantly make sure that we're providing the things that they need to grow further, right?
Yeah.
And then on the executive side of things, definitely seeing not only in Canada but also in the States of just how people run certain organizations and how they run labels and how they run everything else kind of helps me see like, okay, this is what's required to like get to that next level. And
who are some of those people?
Yeah, I want to see you shout out some.
I don't know names. Who are you looking at? Who are you studying?
Yeah, like I mean, watching a lot of
who are the OGs that you look at and you're like, hey.
Yeah, so like Jimmy Iovine is like
I was about to mention that.
Yeah, Jimmy is like he's crazy.
Young Jim.
He's like it's just insane to kind of see his story, and I don't know if you guys ever watched that documentary Defiant Ones. Yeah, that one's insane, and just like
crazy.
That helped like just put me into a deep dive on like how he did certain things and like more on the executive side of things, and just like then like business with like Apple and stuff like that. So that's that's been really dope to see. And also Geffen as well.
Okay.
He's also another one where it's not like I want to be genreless, but like he's someone that's like, just like Jimmy is just like spans different genres throughout his career and everything like that. And those guys are really really
How about
dope.
artists?
For me, artists like for sure like Tyler the Creator is
Ooh, interesting.
He's something else when it comes like I've started following him since he was like 2010. And just like seeing what he did with like Odd Future and everything like that, and then now to like what it is and what he represents and like how he does business and like how he treats records and like how he's become like this crazy artist of this generation that is like underrated.
He's iconic.
For sure.
He's iconic.
100%. And it's just like
maybe not worldwide, but at least in like the rap genre, like
no, for sure. And like he just does so many different things. Like, he's and so much different types of music. And like over the years you just seen that
he's pushed boundaries. That's what I like about him, you know?
Yeah. He's definitely one of those big artists that are coming up that again, very underrated and like definitely one of the top artists today.
Yeah.
For
sure. You can't dispute that.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with an intermission.
That's the thing for me when I see this, like when I see artists do their thing and like creatives, I'm just like,
I'll let you do you.
But like also it looks like rocket science sometimes. So like when I would see guys put their stuff on the screen, like I remember one time it was like Francis Scott Heat. He like shared his like screen of like what the beat looked like. All the producers were like, oh shit, like and I'm like, this looks like rocket science to me. I'm like, what are these things like?
That is crazy. Do you guys work with engineers or like mix engineers?
Yeah, no, definitely. So like when we do our songwriting camps, we bring in different engineers. Mm-hmm. We just bring different engineers through all of the rooms because each room has to have an engineer for everyone to record music.
Right, and those engineers mix some music for you guys, or? Yeah,
or like sometimes we have our head engineer, OP.
Okay.
He does some of our mixing as well.
Gotcha.
And then sometimes like the engineer that was there, he has to fix his babushka. Is that what's happening over there?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm fixing it.
Oh my God.
He looked in his. I saw him look
tell
at his
me
phone.
about that.
Recording? Yo, that's kind of fire.
That's crazy.
I saw him look at his phone, and then I just kind of saw what was happening there, and then I just saw the headphones come down, and I was like, oh, I'm really boring right now.
Because I'm looking at you. I'm trying to understand and then I'm seeing this guy fucking twiddle with his hands and his head. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Just have to make sure he's getting it right, you know?
And like his babushka was like, no hair was showing. Shit looked like a real grandma, bro. What is going on?
It's a little tighter now, and it's looking clean.
You want to show your hat up?
Yeah,
You trying to show your hair?
Just gotta cut, you know.
Oh, it don't look like it.
Shout out Huff the barber, you know.
It don't look like.
So
it.
I have a question. Are you like? Would you ever wear this to the club?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What about just like? What about just going to Eaton
I'm
Center?
calling cap. Hold up.
All right.
What about like? Would you walk around in like Eaton Center? Like,
Yeah.
You like?
Yeah.
Man, you know he's lying.
Yeah, I think you guys should do like a.
I'll pull up to breakfast like this.
You know he lying. Oh, breakfast your favorite meal,
Yeah.
so you'll pull up to any breakfast or anything.
You already know, bro.
You
Order me the
sometimes-
ex Benny.
You guys should take the film and just like go like to Eaton Center and just have him like walk around and like ask questions, be like, hey, what do you guys feel about babushkas?
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, that's crazy.
You got something going. It's a
Man, you think
community.
this guy will go outside with a babushka like that? To the club?
To the club.
You know he's gonna put it around his neck.
Okay,
He'll be
honestly
like, yo,
though,
it's
you
hot,
would,
bro. It's hot.
You would pull. You would
It's
pull
hot.
for sure. Like if
Thank
you're
you.
wearing a babushka like in the club,
Thank you, bro.
it's just automatic. Like I think it would be an automatic like conversation starter.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just wavy.
Yeah, 100%.
You already know, bro. Season finale. We in the cut. Episode 21. Can you do something for
I
me?
said shut up, bro. I already told you, shut up. We're not gonna do this again.
Yo, we back in this bitch.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We're with the one and only Jerome from Beatcave.
Yes, sir.
I want to know, in your opinion, what's your biggest accomplishment?
Ooh.
Good question. I feel like so far, it's probably been just the ability to see how like our camps have grown. I think, and just like not only grown in the way that we're able to conduct them on an event creation side, but also the artists that are getting better, and then as well as the ability to add different opportunities for us to grow as a business as well, and like adding brand sponsorship to our camps, and kind of being able to have those different brands that can elevate the event and make the experience a lot better, because that's what it is. It's like the best experience is the one where you're able to like make magic happen and just like make things really really dope for artists, and allow certain aspects of the event to be something that they never forget.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna ask you something. A lot of people don't like talking about this. All right, I'm gonna be real.
This guy's really like a grandma, bro. He's moving like a grandma the way he's asking. All right, go ahead.
Biggest learning lessons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good question. You got a good question, Grams.
Yeah,
All right.
I got wisdom, you know.
It's the Babushka giving him power.
Give me wisdom.
Crazy.
I think the biggest learning lesson is, for me personally, has been understanding time management, and understanding as well as like how much time I need actually for myself, because like this was like it hasn't been easy, bro.
Bars.
It hasn't been an easy road at all, and like going through the pandemic and trying to maintain the organization was like a lot, because you had to spend a lot of time to like, because you didn't have those in-person stuff anymore. It just really allowed me to like learn a lot about like everything in terms of social media, and in terms of like understanding like what we need to do to like build ourselves. But at the same time, it's been a tough road. So like through that time, just realizing that like I have to like take time for myself, and I have to make sure that I'm good.
So you put yourself on overdrive?
Yeah, definitely. It was way too much, and I was like sacrificing certain things in my life, like relationships, or just like the ability to do other things that I enjoyed as well, and it just kind of like took over. But it was something that I loved, so I was like, okay, this is fine. Like I can do this and just like continue to like kill myself doing it because
Right.
I love it.
Right.
But regardless of if you love it or not, it's still something that is going to be, you know, it's still going to be something that like at the end of the day is not going to be ideal just for my mental health. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's challenging. I think
Yeah.
with any kind of entrepreneurship or, you know, anything that you're pursuing, like, I think when you sacrifice me time and you know, you don't put, you can't stop working, one, your quality of work goes down, and two, you know, that unhappiness, like, it just grows, and, like, it affects your relationships.
Yeah.
And, you know, how about the learning lessons when it comes to, like, Beatcave, like, as a business?
Yeah, I think the biggest things is it's always a learning it's always a learning
Right.
process always. Like we do an event, we see how like, you know, in terms of a business, like trying to generate revenue and trying to actually, you know, make things happen to help grow our business is something that like we're starting to get better at, but something that was really difficult in the beginning because we were just like we're solely relying on people buying tickets in order
Right.
for us to cover the costs of what we're doing. And a lot of the time we're just coming up like empty. You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
we're not like generating much, but understanding that like, okay, we're covering the cost. Like the going up north, like is $30K to like do
Wow.
all of that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like
Wow.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So like for us to solely rely on tickets in order for us to cover that is like very scary, and also it's just something that is like not something that is sustainable for us moving forward, and understanding that like brand partnerships and like sponsorships in general are just something that we have to like try and ensure that we continue to cultivate and grow in order for us to help grow the community at the end of the day. Yeah.
I love that. I love how we keep saying the community, because it's about the community.
Yeah.
You know, it's about making the community better, getting the artists in Toronto heard.
Yeah.
I want to go back to something you said earlier about you're looking for labels. What do you want partnership with labels?
Well, like right now we have like a distribution deal with like Believe Music. So like they're like distribution partner currently. So like for us right now, our goal is to act as a label to help push the artists that are coming to the camps. And then, you know, we're also going to start to do singles with just like other artists and everything. But that's the main goal for us right now, is to try and grow that and utilize this new partnership that we have with Believe to help amplify, you know, to help amplify artists, because like 100,000 songs get uploaded every day.
Right.
You know, like it's just a lot of music, like, you know what I mean? So to help, you know, we want to be able to have things in place where we can help, you know, artists break through that plateau, and it's not just another person releasing music.
Like stand out, because obviously, like you said, a lot of people uploading every day.
Yeah, 100,000. It's absolutely insane. If you think you listen to 100,000 songs like in your lifetime, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So it's just like, how can you, like, not only can you work on things that are your brand and just things in general, but also the distribution is going to be the thing that's going to help get your music heard by other people if you're ending up on playlists, and then from playlists, you know, DJ hears your stuff, you end up like on a radio show, and then, you know,
Right.
just kind of helps that exposure for the most part.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Who's the recent? You guys had recent, like a panel, right? Recently.
Yeah. So
Who
like,
was a recent guest on that?
yeah. So we've had a lot of people come through for like our membership. Like again, like the partnership that we have with
Just
the
yeah.
partnership we have with
Yes, sir.
with Toronto Metropolitan University. And so currently we do 2 events every month there, and we try and bring in different speakers. So
Right.
last one we just had was like, you know, the founder of Honey Jam. We just had we've had Sean Leon come through on there. We've
Sick.
you know, we've had you know, different A&Rs from like Sony, and different A&Rs from Universal, and you know, publicists from Warner, and just like trying to, again, the goal is to always like provide that education aspect
Yeah.
to help these artists understand, like, you know, when you're showing music to an A&R and they're listening to your stuff, and then they say, like, never show music that's not mixed and mastered. You know what I mean? Then they understand, like, certain, like, protocols when it comes to that, and just being able to hear, like, feedback from somebody that is on the label side of things can really just help artists see, like, okay, what's the next step for them. And we always try and bring different aspects of the industry to, like, basically help bridge that gap with the things that artists and producers don't know.
I met him at a panel
for
way. SoundCloud.
Yeah,
in 2019.
That's crazy,
right? Or 2020, beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
So I asked that question because I saw it. I saw it recently. He posted it up, and it's like it's crazy. This is a full circle moment right there.
Yeah.
Like I met him there, and now he's doing that. You know how dope that is?
That's
that
crazy.
Is so dope, man.
That's facts.
That's actually sick. I gotta dap you up on that.
100%.
Because it's like you saw it, and you're like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And that panel was really good because I looked at it and I was like, yo, they're teaching people in Toronto certain things that we need more people like that. We need people in the industry that are around to teach the next generation that want to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love that. Wow, that's crazy.
It's fact. That's crazy for real.
That is serious.
That's interesting. And you know what? Like, speaking about, like, you mentioned a lot about how you're inspired by, music executives and things going on in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You could build anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of places are more popular than here to build. New York, LA, other places. Why choose to build in Toronto?
Well,
it's a 6, bro.
I was born here, and honestly, like, for me,
I was born here.
I didn't have a choice.
But, like, mostly it's the fact that, like, I actually just love this city. Like, people always like, like Toronto. People love to hate on Toronto.
That's true.
Like, people love to hate on Toronto and just like Toronto's this, Toronto's that, and I'm like, no, like I love this city.
Likes to hate on Toronto.
Yeah,
because like people outside, like they see that we're cool now.
Yeah, now, for
people
sure.
People are coming around, bro. Like you see London man's here, you see like New York, you see all these guys, Atlanta coming in Toronto.
Yeah, no, it's facts. It's facts because like. You know, the city is bumping, but like when you ask people in the city, they're always hating on Toronto. Always.
For sure.
We have dope artists too, man.
Dope artists, like everything. Like there's just so many things about this city. The food, like it's like best. Like it's actually insane when people say it, and I'm just like I always have to defend it, and that's like it's the main reason like why I wanted to also do this because like being able to help the city and like help the artists in the city. Like selfishly, I want a lot of the artists in my community to grow and like to actually become famous and become successful, whatever that means to them. Because like, I want to be like, yo, that guy was like rolling through our like, events all the time. And like we released a song and it like allowed them to like get noticed by so-and-so. And like, that's already happened before. Like, we connected people where they ended up winning Junos, or like we've helped people like get signed to like certain like, labels and stuff like that. So like we were already seeing like, what's happening based off of the community so far. But like, we want to like take it to the next level for sure.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you believe in Toronto?
Juno?
What's that?
Can you get mad at Juno for his babushka? Or is that a tough challenge?
Get mad?
Get mad. Get me a Juno.
With his babushka.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is doable?
Maybe. What's the track gonna be called?
21.
Oh my.
Can you do this?
Copyright infringement. Copyright infringement.
Oh my.
Copyright. I have a big bars just going copyright infringement.
Oh my God, he's gonna get us sued. He's gonna get us sued.
So man, you talked about how like you love the city, right?
Yeah.
You grew up here. You believe in a lot of the artists.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know like you know enough or you see enough from your perspective when it comes to the artists, when it comes to the writers, when it comes to the engineers, the producers. Like what is your perspective on the talent in Toronto?
Super talented. Just like it's actually crazy to see the amount of talent that has come from Toronto. And like it's just insane because like I also run another page called Toronto Music Community as well, and through that page, like I purposely just try and follow as many Toronto artists as possible, regardless of their genre. And I'm just like constantly just scrolling through there and just like seeing what's going on, because it's like, it's good to just kind of see what everyone's kind of on and everything. And man, it's also as diverse as Toronto is in terms of like the different types of artists that are also here. You know what I mean? Like obviously you have your rappers and everything like that, but like there's a whole other like slew of different genres from this city that are starting to really pop off, whether that be like reggaeton or whether that be like, you know, Afro beats, or whether that be just like, you know, R&B. Like R&B is like massive in this city, and people don't really know about it at all.
Huge.
You know what I mean? Because like a lot of like the major Canadian media outlets don't really show that as much.
Right.
You know, so it's like because they just talk about the same artist over and over again. Right. So it's it's not something that's portrayed, I would say, enough. Like there's too much talent here, and we need more things to like help amplify that.
That's actually interesting because like you know, we said it in the free label episode, and I actually think it's kind of true. Like it's very interesting to see, like, you know, like the trap music is kind of like the popular music here, and a lot of things just kind of get underlooked. Under I'm not mad at it because I fuck with it, but like you know, it's just interesting. There is a lot of music, different genres, and a lot of people in the city. That's really dope.
No, 100%. And like, you know, it's about also people in the city understanding where this music lives right now. And like right now on Spotify, like, yes, obviously we have Northern Bars that most people know about, which is great, but like also checking out like Mood Ring, because Mood Ring on Spotify has a whole bunch of like artists from the city that are R&B artists. You know what I mean? And just like and then just like Canada Radar, like, you know, just being able to like really, I feel like people just really need to like go over and beyond to try and help support these artists. And like, you never know that these artists can be your new favorite artist. And I know how people love to be like, oh, I was listening to that artist before anybody else was, you know what I mean? And like, that's the moments that we kind of want to create. But like, too often it's more like when we get an artist buzzing somewhere else, then that's when, you know, the city starts to recognize and start to be like, oh, okay, now I fuck with this artist because so, like, you know, like the so-and-so did a song with whoever or whatever else, versus just being like, no, this artist is from my city, I'm going to help make sure that they get like as much views as possible, and I'm going to support them as much as possible. That's what happens in like, you know, different cities in the States, and that's why they thrive. And understandably so, like they're bigger cities, and obviously they have like a lot more fans that listen to that type of music, versus here where in Canada the number one genre is alternative rock. You know what I mean? So like,
interesting.
Which is like which is fine. Like there's still like good music out there that is based off of that, but at the same time, like it's about like trying to make sure that we cultivate the Canadian artists here, not just the trap ones, but all
the full
the full range.
Yeah,
the full range.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, you know, outside of everything with the music and like, you know, everything to do with the industry, what do you see your next 5 years outside of that for you?
Outside of music?
Yeah.
I don't really see that. I would like I wouldn't do anything else probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I do want to like probably start to get into new realms of like different things.
Okay.
But within the music industry though.
So everything would be under the umbrella of the industry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, just because I really like, you know, being able to cultivate community and be able to, you know, be within the industry that I love.
So you're gonna stay Toronto for?
Oh, sorry, you meant in Toronto, like.
Yeah. So are you like outside of Toronto? Yeah. Is there like, you know, I got plans to move to so and so.
Oh, okay.
Example.
So
like I got planned to like move to an island and move away from him when it's Babushka.
I'm coming to the island,
6
bro.
years, you know what
I'm coming with a.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I'm coming on
Like,
a boat, and Ben's gonna be behind me with the camera, and we'll be like, "Wait, come back,
you know,
come back."
you're gonna look like Popeye's fucking Popeye's mistress over there, Popeye's wife. The way you screamed right now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like outside of that, like what you want to, you know, you want to move somewhere, you want to stay in the city.
Yeah. So like, I mean,
we're building a mansion, like Drizzy in the city.
Yeah, you know, like. No, for me, like I will always stay in the city. Like I don't ever plan on moving.
Right.
But I definitely want to have the brand move.
Okay.
And you know, like being able to now, like, you know, go to Vancouver now and be able to have that that footprint over there.
Right.
And then constantly moving throughout the country, and then
London?
eventually move towards London, Ontario.
No, brother.
I was like,
no, brother.
London?
No, it's not. We're talking about London.
I was confused for a second. I was like,
London, Ontario.
Yeah.
That's how you know he loves Canada, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I was kind of confused though, because London. I was like,
London, Ontario.
Like, I don't know who'll go to like London per se.
I don't
just,
know
like,
what's out
specifically,
there.
But
No, I will never mention London, Ontario as London, bro.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I was just making sure.
No,
So
I'm talking London. London?
No, okay, but no diss to like people that live in London. Just
hey, you can live wherever you want, but there's nothing. We all know there's fuck all to do in London, Ontario. We're not gonna sugarcoat that shit.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
We're definitely not. We
Hey, it don't matter where you live. You rep those ends. That's cool. But
yeah,
no, I'm talking about like London.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
100%.
Is that like a? Because I can see. I don't know. I can see London.
Yeah, like
London's another like city that's fucking. They have.
Yeah,
they have so
big
much
music
talent.
scene.
Crazy music
So
scene.
much talent, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see like how much Toronto has picked that up and like started to actually listen to like music from the UK.
Yeah.
And it's
true.
It's been like a gradual progression like since like, you know, 2010.
Yeah.
Where we started listening to like K-Coke. Like back in the day, you remember,
that's
like
crazy.
that's like an old, like, you know.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm pretty
heads.
sure Veld has a full day of just UK artists, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Like Central C and like it's just a bunch of UK
That's
rappers.
crazy. But
No.
K-Coke's for the old heads.
Old heads, yeah.
You just out of high school to 2010?
I was just I was actually going to college at that point. Yeah.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Humber.
Humber, okay.
Yeah,
What'd you study?
I went there for business administration, and I didn't finish.
Are you a dropout?
Yep.
He's one too.
I'm one too. That's on Daphne. I'm one too.
Yeah, like I mean,
I'm a two-time. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a two-time dropout. Fuck y'all. Can't talk to me.
Nah, it's not something that was like for me.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah,
And,
I love that.
Oh, but wait, you're a businessman.
For sure.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm just saying you don't need to go to school.
I've never seen a grandma say that, but that's pretty cool. That's changing the world.
That's a culture
today.
grandma right here.
Yeah, that's a culture grandma.
Culture tits and the
That's
cut.
crazy. That's wild.
So what's
yeah.
his grandma name? Like, what are you gonna?
I don't know. Man, that Babushka is giving me a headache with the colors and everything.
Why, bro? It's wavy, bro. This guy's about to pass out.
I was trying to make fun of him.
Yo, shout out Shot by Ben one time.
One time, for real. Shout
Holding
out
us
Ben.
down, 21 episodes
yes,
deep.
sir. 21. Can you do something
now
for
he's
me?
Yo, it's catchy, bro.
No, it's not.
No?
It is. It's very catchy. Come on. It's Drake. It's 21.
Jersey.
They both got albums. I don't know if you saw that. They both got albums dropping.
Even 21?
Apparently, that's what he's saying.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I want to hear
Yo,
both.
21's been on fire, man.
Yeah.
He's been on fire. This run he's been on, man, is just like...
No, it's definitely dope.
Yeah, he's out here.
This year has been like really hasn't been much happening this year, so I'm excited to kind of see what this second half of the year looks like in terms of hip hop and
yeah, because it's a stretch from like August to like November.
Yeah, I feel like through that time you're gonna just see that like crazy amount of music come out that hopefully.
Yo, Travis dropping too.
Yo, I got a question to y'all about that. Yo, do you think Travis? Do you think that the canceling of the whole
Yo, why are you people not letting him perform, bro? That's a real question. You tell me. Call your uncles back home and tell me why they not let him perform by
I
the
saw
pyramids.
he performed at Italy, and like he caused like some kind of earthquake. Did you guys see that?
In Italy too?
In Italy, like Travis went. I'm pretty sure it was Travis, and like people were going so crazy that like there was like a mini earthquake in this small city in Italy.
Yo, this guy is different, bro. Travis, if you're really doing that, I don't know what you're on, bro. Yeah. That's some crazy superpowers you got.
That's crazy.
If you're making people jump that hard that they're causing the earth to fucking...
you need to chill out in the concerts. What? You just got to have regular concerts.
That's why they're not bringing it to the pyramid.
Your name is too There's no risks we got to take in concerts, Travis. Just keep it normal. Keep it cool.
Imagine this guy goes to the pyramid, fucking starts jamming there, and then rocks just starts tumbling down from the fucking top of the pyramid.
That's probably why they canceled it. No earthquake, guys. Cancel. No earthquake. No earthquake.
I saw him at Rolling Loud in Miami like back in 2018, and
you saw him?
I saw him like live,
and that shit was crazy.
It's actually
I need to go.
It's actually insane because like he like you see he was like the finale, like he was the headliner,
of course.
So I saw a bunch of like artists before him come up and everything like that, and they were cool and had mosh pits going on like in certain areas. But when Travis came on, it was, and I wasn't like super close. Everybody lost their minds because he lost his mind on stage. People started losing their minds, and it was just like a mosh pit automatically, just like a mosh pit automatically everywhere.
That's
the
crazy.
Whole like area of like the fucking of the stage, like near anywhere. It was just like a whole big mosh pit. He's insane.
That is wild.
He's actually the top of my bucket list for
that
people to
is
see.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yo, Travis, you wanted to ask us a question about Travis, but we'll be right back. What do you want to ask about Travis, Grandma?
So I mean, the
talking too much.
The tape will probably be out by the time this is uploaded.
You think he's dropping this Friday?
Yeah.
I think he's capping.
This Friday he's supposed to be dropping?
Yeah. I think he's lying.
Actually?
Yeah,
that's
July 28th.
I think he's lying. I think he's doing what Kanye did.
So, but I mean, like, yo, this was supposed to be a big thing for his rollout. Yeah. Do you guys think that the cancellation of the show at the Pyramids of Giza, do you think that negatively affects the outcomes that he could potentially have?
You want to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it was from when that incident happened.
Sorry, let me rephrase the question. Does that ruin his rollout?
Yeah, I think that album was supposed to come out last year or whenever that thing happened.
Yeah.
Initially.
It's very true.
And then he had to, like, not put it out because of, like, all the backlash that he was receiving. And I think now that people are starting to, like, not get over it, but, like, be okay with it. And just, like, now just trying to see, like, okay, what music are you going to release now? Yeah.
You're saying if the cancellation of the
pyramid, does it negatively impact?
I haven't heard that. I didn't know that he got.
It just got canceled.
It just got canceled today. They announced.
They confirmed today.
Well, it was supposed to be like at like the pyramids, like it was.
Yeah, he was supposed to
like near the
have
pyramid.
a light.
That's
like
cool.
the pyramids are gonna be behind him basically while he's fucking performing.
Wow,
but it wouldn't be as close to the pyramids as you think.
Yeah,
because you can see the pyramids from right, and it's desert, so you can do whatever you want.
But that's really cool.
I don't think it would have affected his rollout. It's a part of it, but yo, the man just caused the earthquake in Italy, so he's still fucking shit up clearly. But I think it's still Travis, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that he told us how he felt about Travis when he saw him performing, but like from the outside, I always knew Travis is that star. I was never like a huge Travis fan. Yeah. I listen to his music, but you know he has like a following.
Yeah, like I've been following him since like 2013 with like Al
Days
Pharaoh.
Before Rodeo.
People fucking love him, bro. Like he's 10 years in the game deep, and people still fuck with him.
Yeah.
So I think he's gotten to a status where like he might be pissed about it because it's like, yo, that's a rollout that I wanted. You know, everybody has their own creative rollout, but I'm sure he has other things. I mean, yo, look, me and you were talking about it. Part of his rollout is that suitcase. That shit was the hardest thing. Like a lot of people were like, yo, this.
Yeah. It felt like hollow. It was like, oh, what is this? Like,
he
would have like his bodyguard like for example, handcuffed to him a suitcase, a briefcase that said Utopia on it.
It was just like a brown leather suitcase that said Utopia on it.
That's a good.
And he had a bunch of people do that too. He had, I think, The Weeknd did it.
Yeah,
smart.
Cash did it, and like a bunch of other people.
He started with the security guard, and then it kind of branched out to different.
But that's
smart.
the thing.
That's smart. It reminds me of like, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie Fire Festival, about the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
And like how that guy got everyone to post those orange screens.
Yes.
On their Instagram.
Yes.
Like, even though that guy really messed up.
Oh no.
Like, that movie I will still watch. Like, I watch certain movies like for
because it's
like
just interesting.
Purposes. Yeah, for like ideas of like how like still he was very motivated, still went even though it was gonna be a shit show. He still did it and everything like that, but like simultaneously it was just like it's like really cool to just see like how he even did the things he did in order to gain the attention that he got, right?
Yeah.
But that's what it kind of reminded me of, just because like be getting everyone to kind of like do something.
I hope Travis doesn't have the same outcomes as that guy.
Nah. And it's like going back to what you said. I don't like the rollout. I just feel like he has multiple things that are part of a rollout.
Yeah.
A big artist. Like KD just name dropped him in an interview, saying I listened to the album. It's amazing. I'm excited. Blah blah.
That's the
like,
key. That's
rollout. Another rollout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of the rollout. So the rollout has multiple things that happen.
Yeah.
And
I think he's dropping a movie too, so that's gonna be.
I'm thinking
that's gonna be pushing boundaries.
I think in that movie is like a documentary about what just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like.
His documentary was crazy that he released in like 2017.
And it's in
that's
theaters.
on Netflix as well.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he already has experience with documentaries. That's
that documentary that he did was like great.
Wild.
Like it was
wild.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? He's dropping an album and a movie in theaters at the same time.
That's insane.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's different.
He's doing
really
the Kanye
cool.
route. I think what he's gonna do is get hype, and then people are gonna go, to the movies. So he makes money off that, and then doesn't drop the album till another, mid-August, because his last two albums all dropped in August.
I hope he doesn't push it back, man.
When artists do that multiple times, that they have something that they love about. Drake did that. Drake would just drop on September or October.
Yeah, I feel like that's the time to drop. Like right now, it's like I don't know if many artists drop during the summertime too much, but like obviously there is artists that do, but like I think mostly they wait to that like August. Well, I guess like August is pretty much around the corner, right? So yeah, if he does, that'd be insane. Everyone will be.
We'll see. This Friday he's supposed to, so we'll see if he's lying or not.
Wow. Interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah. Back to you, Jerome. A lot of people who watch Toon Squad, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir. Follow on IG, TikTok,
Twitter, Threads. We out here.
Yeah.
We shouting out Threads now?
Nah, I'm gonna stop. Yo, that shit's dead. That shit's
we're
dead.
not doing Threads.
It came and went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly.
You know what's crazy? The minute I made an account, I was so mad at myself that I made an account. I'm telling you, because I didn't want to make an account, and then I'm like, yeah, let me do it. And when I did it, I was like, I am so mad I did this. I fell for this.
I feel like as they start to add features to it, it'll start to become something that's a little bit more valuable. Right now, it's not there yet, I don't think. But I think it will be something that we...
For now, it came and went.
Yeah. But I think as they start to add more features, I think it'll be something that people start to use and find different ways to use it. But yeah.
So I want to know.
Not buying it right now.
So a lot of people who watch Toon Squad, they like the music industry. They support the music industry. They don't know a lot about the Toronto music industry, and a lot of people have, starting to understand different artists, different pieces that are, different parts that are being played in the music industry.
Yeah.
I want to know, your story is very similar to maybe a viewer who is like, I'm passionate about music, and I don't know necessarily where to start in terms of like getting into this business.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them?
That's a good question. I mean, the biggest thing to understand is just like being an artist and just like being like any kind of music creative in general, you're going to hear a bunch of no's. You're going to have to spend money in order for you to create a community or like build something within this industry. And I think, because there's so much money within the Canadian music scene, I really do think that like a lot of artists are currently spoiled and they don't really understand like what it does take to thrive in this industry regardless of the position that you want to take. And I think it's just important that like you have thick skin, you're able to hear those no's, you're also able to like self-teach yourself, like self like, you know, learn about different things within the industry, since like, you know, now the internet's fully formed and we have all this information floating around. I think that's super important to understand and just really understand if you're passionate about it, right? Because you're going to do things that you wouldn't normally do. And, you know, a lot of people, they just think music industry, automatic money, you know, versus like understanding that like, no, you're going to need to build, right? And like, and I think that's the biggest thing where it's like, you just need to really understand that it requires a lot of passion, a lot of education on your part, and then just drive and the willingness to, you know, do things that you wouldn't normally do and do it for free for a while. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do it for free for a while. Earn your stripes is what he's saying.
Pretty much.
It's not because you're not worth it. Just earn your stripes in the game.
Yeah.
To all you motherfuckers out there, you know I talk to you every now and then. I talk to y'all motherfuckers. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's interesting.
That's dope.
So, you know, I know Trenny mentioned earlier a little bit about where do you see yourself in 5 years, right? I kind of wanted to know, like, what's, you know, you're doing so many different things in the music industry, but ultimately they fall under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
So what's the bigger picture for you? What's for you, like, long-term bigger picture? What do you consider yourself, like, hey, when you look in the mirror, the man in the mirror, Jerome, like, hey, I'm successful. What is that success for you?
With the man. Sorry, guys.
Little Michael Jackson.
Sorry, that's all I thought.
I definitely have goals and destinations that I want to reach, but like the thing as well that I'm learning that I didn't learn before and never really I took for granted is like understanding where you've been able to come since you started. And like I feel like the success has happened, but there's definitely more to come. And I think for me personally is the ability to be a significant part of the reason why Canadian music is like at a different level. So if that looks like being a label owner and like being able to actually change lives of people that we end up working with, like that would be like an amazing goal, you know, being able to like do movies for like, you know, Universal and like Sony and all these different people that make movies. That would be crazy to like be able to be a part of that in some capacity. And then
you don't want to be in Fast and Furious 25?
That's crazy.
If I can do the music for Fast and Furious 25, I'll be so happy.
No,
15 more to go. 15 more to go.
I really hope they don't do that. No disrespect to you.
No.
I think they're done.
Oh my God.
I think they announced they're done.
Every time I see that, I'm just like, really, like you guys are still going. Like, call it something else. Like at least so we don't know it's like number 10. You know, it just feels like really.
What are they at right now?
They're at 10.
Huh? They're 10?
Yeah.
They did 10
like,
Fast Furious?
See, like what they did to start.
Oh, they did spin-offs.
Like, yeah, with the...
And what, they robbing cars in 10 different
Drift?
movies?
I think it was Tokyo Drift.
No, it was the Hobbs and Shaw shit.
Oh, yeah, that.
And they're robbing cars in every movie. Or robbing something.
Racing or, like, whatever else.
After the fifth one, shit got weird.
After Brazil?
Yeah, after Brazil, shit got
Because they robbed that bank. I was like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, family, you guys got the money, chill on the beach. Now that's it. It's done. No more. Why are you going back? That's crazy.
But I did like how they did that Tokyo Drift one, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm following this, and then it just became the same thing over and over again. They should have had like different elements to it that could have not just make it number 4, number 5, number 6.
Do you want to do you wanna go into the movies world other than the music? Like, I don't know, direct, exec,
Okay.
right? Do you want to dabble in that world? I mean, you work at TIFF, right?
No,
So
100%.
like,
That'd be interesting. And like, working at TIFF now is just, it's cool to kind of be able to see how different the inner workings of like just not movie creation per se, but like how the movie world works, and like being involved in that, I think is definitely cool, because it's definitely a part of the entertainment world, and something that is on a different side but still connected. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing like different roles within the movie industry, and being able to understand how I can fit myself into there, and ideally would be with music. So like if I can be a music supervisor for certain a certain agency or a certain studio, that would be
bro,
dope.
he loves music. That's all it is. Like, we're not getting anything.
The passion is real.
Like, listen, y'all can clearly see he's fucking passionate about music. Just, I live with it.
Yeah.
And that's what's up. I love that, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
That is so dope, because like you see the vision, you know what you want, you know what you're passionate about, and you're like, listen, I'm gonna get into it, but I'm gonna get into it from, again, different channels, different.
You ain't even
avenues.
stutter.
Why are you yelling, bro?
You ain't even stutter. This guy's direct. He's straight to the point.
I'm
Babushka,
sick.
speaking
I'm
fast.
actually sick of this guy. I'm sick of his babushka.
Yo,
He's
season
yelling.
finale, you already know.
Season
Episode
finale, you already know.
21.
We live? Are we live, man?
We
Why don't you tell me
live.
we're live, bro.
We live. We in the cut
We're
with
not
Jerome.
live, stupid.
Shout out Beatcave.
We're not live. Shout out BK though, for real.
21.
Shout out Jerome.
Can you do something for me?
That's what's up.
Can you hit a little rich flex for me?
Yeah, okay.
We out here.
Yo, Matt, can you do something for me?
Mm.
Can you introduce the game and what we're about to do?
Absolutely. Let's get into that.
Let's get it.
So, you already know this game. On that bullshit season finale. You already know this game. So, what we're going to do is we're going to, change up the conversation. We're going to pick out questions out of here and out of the basket, and everyone has to answer. So, we're going to start with the guest.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So I just read it and then.
Yeah, and then we'll all answer.
Okay. What's the most underrated hip hop and R&B artist?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
Jeez.
This is a tough one.
All right, I'm going to go rap to start.
Okay.
You go rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been feeling like this. Like, this person hasn't dropped a lot recently, but I feel like overall, like, in the game, fabulous for rapper.
Underrated?
Yeah. I think Fab's underrated.
Like what aspect would you say of him is underrated?
That's crazy.
I just think he deserves more attention for how good his music is.
Like, you mean from, like, back in the day?
Yeah, like, like the mixtape days. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I know he's more of an OG. I get, like,
Yeah.
there might be more relevant, underrated rappers, but I'm going to say Fab.
Okay. I think as a lyricist, like, Fab was, like, definitely noticed, but
Definitely noticed.
But, like, yeah, I can see how he can be underrated as well.
I thought he was going to say Lil Durk, to be honest.
He's definitely not underrated.
That's
He's getting attention. He's getting attention, man.
But it's so different back in the day, right?
Yeah.
With, like, Fab.
Shout out
like,
Lil Durk. Almost healed. We almost healed.
Man, bro. Don't be
We
shouting
almost
out
done
that.
this
You
season.
don't even know the
We
man.
almost healed.
You guys giving a
That's
shout
my-
out to a man he doesn't
That's my
know.
man, bro.
You don't even
That's
know
my
him.
guy.
Durkio.
You don't even
Durkio,
know him,
bro. Almost healed.
You
OTF.
don't, you don't even like
Yo,
the
speedy
album.
recovery, bro.
You didn't like
Speedy
the
recovery.
album, bro.
Something happened to him?
Yeah, I didn't like the
So
album
why you
because I'm
shouting out the
honest.
album like you liked it. You shouting at them.
No,
I almost healed. You didn't even like that
Okay,
album.
but he's my favorite artist.
But you don't even
it's not
like
my favorite.
the album, bro.
He's your favorite artist?
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
acting like you're on his team. You're just shouting out.
Yeah,
his shit.
like I
He's not bringing you money.
like some songs.
He's not bringing you money. So why are you shouting out something that you don't even
Yo.
like,
Hey,
bro?
OTF, if you want to, sponsor
That's
this.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yo,
bro.
yo, Dirk's coming on the show. Trust me.
That's
Hey,
manifestation.
I'm here for it. Maybe
Literally.
I'm here for it.
Literally here.
Yo, Jerome, can you make it happen?
What's that?
Can you connect us to Dirk?
You know.
We'll talk in the future.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk.
So what do you think?
R&B. R&B.
No one even answered rap. You guys didn't even answer rap.
Okay, so most and you're speaking more to like the like, I guess back in the 2000s, but I guess for me one of the most underrated hip hop artists would be I would say like not more of a hip hop artist, but like just an overall artist is Childish Gambino for sure.
I think he's underrated.
Yeah, like
He gets a lot of attention, bro.
he does get a lot of attention, but I feel like it's more for his like.
I actually want Fabulous to get Childish Gambino's attention.
But like it's a different time, right?
Yeah, Childish Gambino gets a lot. Like, bro, Drake went at him and people still supported Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's Drake.
I'm just talking about more about his music. You guys don't hear about like he hasn't released anything in like
how
forever.
great he is as an artist.
But as an artist, he was really good.
Like, are you saying in the sense where he doesn't get mentioned a lot, but his music's really good?
Yeah, like I wish he did more. I wish he did more. But like
I think that's why he doesn't, because he doesn't do enough.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like that 2016 album that he released, that album is actually insane. And it's not really like talked about really, but like that album is absolutely insane. And I wish he continued to do music, but like because he hasn't released music in a while, I feel like he's underrated of like,
You know what's crazy to me about this guy? I don't even think he likes making music. I think he just knows he's good at it, so he just does it. But he knows he's better at like movies and like writing scripts.
Yeah.
That he does that.
No,
like
for
I
sure.
don't think he genuinely enjoys music as much as he enjoys doing the other. Not that he doesn't like it. I'm sure he came up, he wanted to be an artist and all that.
Yeah.
But I feel like he enjoys the creative process of like writing scripts, making movies.
Yeah. And I
know,
feel like
shifting the culture that way.
Yeah, music is like a young man's or young woman's game for the
Yeah.
most part, and like for him to actually move forward with that and like and try and like go on tour and stuff like that. He has a family now and everything,
Yeah.
right? So being able to do what he does now, definitely that creative outlet, but simultaneously, I think making those.
Again, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, no,
I'm
for
just
sure.
assuming, but that's crazy. Underrated.
For R&B, I'm gonna go Young Blue.
Young Blues R&B.
Yeah, he's considered R&B.
What? When? Where? How?
Is he considered a rapper?
He's a melodic rapper.
Nah, okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody that has melodies all of a sudden is R&B, eh?
He can sing though, and he does have those like songs where he does. Sing,
I don't know. Yo, that one's tough because he does
considered
both.
R&B?
I don't know. It's hard to say these days. There's so much like subgenres of like of music, but
That's wild, bro. I'm gonna go. Let's just do one. Either rap or R&B. Let's make it, because we're on this question way too long.
For sure.
Okay. Matt.
R&B, Summer Walker.
Oh my God, I don't like this guy. Next question, bro. I'm done with this question. I swear to God, I am done with this question.
Who's picking
This
it?
guy is not serious, bro. This guy talking about fucking Summer Walker. Go sing in the shower, bro. Go sing in a fucking shower and listen to Summer Walker,
I
bro.
will, bro. She
Summer
just dropped
Walker's
the EP.
Her EP's sick, but she's not underrated whatsoever, bro. Who will have a breakout season in 23-24? Like, what do you mean by that?
Like NBA season. Who's gonna have a breakout season?
Breakout.
John Morant.
He's already pretty big.
He's gonna get bigger. Okay, fair. That's Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes is a good.
Scotty Barnes. I'm saying Scotty Barnes.
Who do you think's gonna have a breakout?
Shout out to the Jelly Babies in the back too. I just want to give them. Those are so good.
Breakout. That's a good question. I don't. I think Pascal still has like another level.
No!
I think he has another level. I do think that.
I'm actually gonna walk away from this segment. I'm not even kidding, bro. This is the worst on that bullshit I've ever had in my life. This shit fucking
Are you
horrible.
not a Siakam fan?
Fuck that Beyblade, bro.
Beyblade.
Nah, fuck you. No disrespect to you. You're a man. You're a human being. I'm sure you're a genuine human being. No disrespect. I apologize for that, for the F word. But nah, I'm not a fan of the Beyblade as a basketball player.
No.
Because all he do is spin.
I'm gonna go Jalen Green.
Jalen Green. Okay. With Freddie?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have hope in him, but I don't know. There's something. I was wrong the last 2 years.
Oh, so now it's a year. Okay.
I don't know. I just saw him. I saw a video of him cussing off a player in practice, and I was just honestly, I think with Freddie and like,
you know what I actually think? Cam Reddish. That's That's who I think is gonna have a crazy year.
Yo, he's gonna have an amazing year.
I think people are gonna really notice his game because
I feel like even Ball is gonna be like
his game.
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah,
his game went so unnoticed in Atlanta because of the other guys that they had.
Yeah, and he bounced around a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is with Braun.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
What's the last question? Let's get it. What you got?
All right, who's playing in the 2024 NBA Finals? And who wins the 2024 NBA title?
LeBron James. I'm going to keep manifesting it until it happens.
I'm going to have to go with Jamal Murray.
Really?
Yeah.
You think the Denver Nuggets are going back?
I'm going to come back and win it again.
This guy didn't say Denver. This guy didn't say a finals. He just said Jamal.
He just said Jamal Murray. That's his man.
I rate that. Yo, this guy
Jamal
loves
Murray.
Canada to the core, bro.
Yeah, he's
To the
straight.
core, bro.
Yeah. He's like, yo, I'm Canadian. I'm letting y'all know.
Yo, someone play the national anthem right now, bro. This guy said Jamal Murray. No NBA. Yo,
in the background.
bring a poppy in this bitch.
Crazy.
No, but for real,
crazy.
who do you got in the finals? So you got Denver and
Oh, it doesn't really matter, but like I mean, it's like I guess Milwaukee.
Ooh, Milwaukee in the East.
Yo, Giannis is gonna have a big year. He looks big mad.
I know.
Cut his hair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
Really
he won that Mbappe money
man.
too.
Yeah. Oh God,
He was talking about Mbappe money.
that was actually insane to see that number.
You watch footy too?
Not really. I just saw the
You saw that? Okay.
It's a big headline. Yeah.
Big headline. It was insane.
Yeah,
like,
bro. The man's making 64.6 million a month. Yeah.
If you took that, no,
$1 billion. Yeah.
Like, that's what
They want to
right
give him a
now.
$1 billion contract.
No. That's what he would be making if he accepted
for
that
1
contract.
year.
How much? Sorry,
64 million. 64.6 million a month. Because his whole year is 776 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
I think someone was telling me at work today, it was just like if you broke it down, it'd be like $24 per second.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's at $24 per second.
Yeah, they had a whole breakdown.
So the whole billion is like I think it's including because it's 1.1 billion, and it's 332 for his team to buy him, and then the 776 million for his contract for the 1 year. That's including like salary, endorsements, all that shit.
It's like 3 racks to wipe your ass.
Bro, it's crazy. You understand how much money that is? But he rejected it. It's done. It's over. He's not taking it. Which is smart for him.
Yeah.
But that's another topic.
Who you got in the finals?
LeBron James against Boston. That's
Lakers versus Celtics?
Yeah, that's
you wanted it to happen this year.
Exactly. And
they're
going to do it, and they're going to give that to LeBron.
And you're manifesting it for 2024.
And LeBron's going to win it and get his 5th ring against Boston, and then the Lakers
over Jason Tatum.
And then the Lakers are going to go on a horrible run of never winning again.
Word.
And then it's going to be Boston just winning for a bit.
Okay.
Because they got to catch up, I guess, to the Lakers. Not really. They don't got to catch up. The Lakers had to catch up to them.
All right.
That's wild. Okay, so we're,
I didn't even answer, bro.
Bro, we don't really care. Okay, go ahead.
So that happens when you put on the babushka, a little disrespecting.
Go ahead. I was just joking. I know you didn't answer.
Look at that face.
Come on, man. Go
Gotta
ahead.
zoom in on that face.
All right, Suns and
Go
Celtics.
ahead. Tell us. Huh?
Suns and Celtics.
Suns and Celtics?
I got the Suns.
Who's Suns got?
Did Chris Paul move? Like he got.
Oh, yo, we forgetting about Golden State. That's crazy.
But Chris Paul just.
He's a Golden State.
He's a Golden State.
Well.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Well, they don't have him anymore.
Yeah, they got Beal though.
Yeah, but I think people tend to write off Chris a lot, and he's a gel
he
player.
writes himself out, bro.
And he's crazy.
His injuries write him out.
So you're gonna change your answer from Denver to?
Oh no.
He said no, we're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that. No. It's still Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
It's still Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamal's winning MVP this year, or nah? I don't think that's possible.
It's hard. Jokic
with
is still
Jokic?
Jokic is still a monster.
That guy is a triple double machine. I think
He's
you
insane.
can't win MVP over someone like that on
No.
your team.
It's just not fair.
How?
Like stat stuff.
It's
You
the
know-
it's the Jokic era.
You know how easy it is for him to just do that? It's fucking ridiculous. And he's doing it like consistently
Yeah.
throughout the whole playoffs.
Bro, he's horse racing right now. He doesn't give a fuck about that.
He doesn't care, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But he's gonna come back next season crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, he probably out where he from again? Serbia? He's probably out there drinking the shit out of his livers right now. Come back like
Probably.
nothing. Come back like, yo, I'm
For
ready.
Sure, that's in the blood right there.
I'm ready. Probably went hunting, fought a bear by now. He definitely did something.
Yeah.
Jokic is different, bro.
Facts.
Jokic is different. But anyway, we'll be right back.
We live.
And we back. We're not live, bro. Stop saying we're live.
We live.
We're not there. We are.
Episode 21, season finale.
21.
Can you do something for me?
See, now we're all into it.
Yeah. It is catchy. It is a catchy song. I cannot lie.
Oh, so now it's catchy when Jerome says it's catchy.
When you said it's catchy, I said, yeah, it's Drake. It's catchy. What's wrong with you, bro? I just didn't want to hear you say it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bro, I can't wait. You know, as excited as I am that this is, season finale. We've done it. Again, shout out by Ben in the back. I'm so excited. We did 9 months straight, 21 episodes,
That's impressive.
just doing it.
Love, bro.
And it's so amazing, it's so amazing. But for my own sanity and mental health, I need a break from this guy and his fucking babushka. Oh my God.
Babushka, all 24 episodes next
Oh
season.
my God. Yeah, I'm burning them. I'm burning. And you know how
We
I'm
get
burning
a
them?
different color for every
I'm burning
episode.
You
them
need a Babushka sponsor.
by accident, too.
Yo, I do.
Just
Yo, I might get a Babushka sponsor from Laura.
Who's Laura?
You know the women's store? Alright. That was not funny.
That was horrible. What is
I
that?
don't think I've ever seen a Laura store.
I don't know what Laura is, bro. Oh my God.
Anyways.
Yo, like I was saying, I need a break from my own mental health from this. And in a journey when you're creating and when you're, with a team and doing so much, it gets tough, right? The road gets tough. There's a lot of, bump roads, some rides that are beautiful, some rides that are like tough, right? What do you do to stay sane? Like for me, I go and I just punch a picture of Matt at home.
That's
You have it
fucking,
on a punching
that's
bag?
fucking weird.
Yeah, I just punch his face.
That's fucking weird.
I just punch his face, but what do you do?
Usually people talk to a friend or
Yeah,
a therapist.
yeah,
or,
no.
You need
do
a therapist,
things.
bro. You're wearing a fucking babushka
But
talking about
yeah.
lazy.
So what do you do? Because obviously that's a
Alright.
little unorthodox.
Yeah, no, it's a
Alright.
different way. Rage is definitely sometimes a route that you need to take,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
to let it out. But I think for me, I'm also a dad, right? So
You're a dad.
I am.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
You did not tell us
I
about that.
didn't say that. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So
Congratulations.
thank you. He's 9, so
Okay.
yeah, he's a big man now.
Okay.
But hanging
Big
out
ups.
hanging out with him, just kind of allows me to, see a world from a different perspective, and just watching this person grow kind of allows me to keep that grounded feeling, and just when things are anxious or things make me feel anxious or things that I'm stressed about, just always knowing that the ability to be a father is something that I'll never stop doing is that really is my number one job, versus anything else, and that kind of lets me be in a place where I feel good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? Do you do sports together or
Yeah.
fishing trips or?
Yeah, like we'll like go up north or go away or like he loves basketball and stuff like that. So
Ooh, he's a baller.
yeah, no, definitely. He's tall now. He's just like he's gonna be so tall.
Yeah.
He just eats so much.
He's gonna be bigger than you.
100%.
Wow.
I think he's gonna be taller than me. It's kind of scary, but just that's life.
Okay.
So how do you balance having a son and like obviously you have pressures from the music industry? Like how do you not let the stress from work and what you're pursuing affect like your relationship with your son?
For a long time it did, because of like how much I was putting into it, and obviously that's one of the relationships that that were kind of affected by it to a certain degree, just because I was spending a lot of time doing that.
Yeah.
But simultaneously, yeah, it's just something where it's definitely a hard road, and there's always new battles that come up, but there's nothing that I would sacrifice, like, to like ensure that I would never, stop being a person that he can rely on and everything like that. So yeah, and even while I was like, really hard into working, I would still always make time for him, but not to the degree that I would like to in my own standards, which like for certain fathers and shit, it's going to be different standards for what they consider to be a father. But yeah, for me, it's important, and just to make sure that there is time that is for him, and seeing like, he likes all the music we put out, so it's cool to kind of intertwine him and stuff. And he's like showing everyone at his school, like my dad helped make this and stuff like that. So like all of his friends like listen to our stuff, and
so he's gonna come into business with you.
He keeps saying like, when you die, I'm taking over the business. And
that's
I'm like,
crazy. That man is.
I'm like, bro, like I'm still young. He's like, yeah, but I'm just saying. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of scary for me a little.
You're like early 30s, no?
Yeah, I'm like 35. Like
that's
like,
crazy.
I'm like, bro, like don't like. What are you trying
Don't
to do
put these things in the air.
What are you trying to do right now? Like he's gonna like take me out.
Hey yo,
he's gonna try and take me out. Like he's gonna try and take me out and take over
wild.
the business. And like that's his goal. So
that's
I mean,
crazy. You better put a bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
You should put like somebody to protect you.
Yeah.
Like outside your room while you're sleeping.
Yeah, probably a good idea, because he's gunning for it. I have him working right now. Like actually, like when I do events, he'll be like the door person or something.
Oh, it's sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he'll get paid for that, and he'll be like, "Yo, I make money now." Blah,
in the
blah.
music industry.
Yeah.
That's smart. I love that, because you're teaching.
Yeah, if I was 9 years old, I'd flex that for
what?
sure at recess. What?
100%. Flex
like,
that everybody.
Yeah.
All the girls that were coming with me.
Girl, I watch the door at these events. Forget.
He starts talking about the salary he makes per year. He's like, I'm gonna make almost $500 this year, and it's like his salary is like,
That's
then I have to.
That's so cute.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's dope.
That is crazy.
No, for sure.
That's love, man. I don't know what it is like to be a parent just yet.
Yeah.
But it's like I hear a lot of people talk about it, and it's just like it's a beautiful thing, It sounds like you start living for them and not for you. Just
no, for sure.
You start living for a different goal, and it's like
100%.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, and like people don't really like. I personally, I don't think people know what love really is actually until
you have a kid.
Until you have a kid, and it's unfortunate. Like some people can't.
My mom said that to me not too long ago.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah.
It's true, man. Like you'll never.
A lot of people say that.
You'll never understand it really, like, and what it
makes sense.
Yeah, and just like how you feel, like when you're, in love with a person. Obviously it's different for like a child versus like a romantic partner and stuff. But like just to know that you can't like go without that person.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, I might go get me a kid. I might go back home, just get me a kid and come back. Fuck this shit. No, I'm joking.
In one continent, inshallah.
Matt, don't be, this guy. You hear this guy, bro? It was a long time ago,
Babushka Talk,
All right, Grandma. All right, my bad. Well, yo, I want to thank you so much, man, for taking your time.
Bro. No, man.
You got so much taking your time from your youth too. Yeah. What's his name? Let's give him a shout out.
Dominic.
Yeah.
Shout out Dominic. Yeah. One time.
We're gonna get you on an episode soon, Dominic. We're gonna talk about how much you make your salary and Tell Pops to put that up a little, you know.
Yeah,
We got you. We got
We'll
you.
request an increase for you, bro.
I
We
got you, Dominic. But no, honestly, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you for coming on,
man.
taking time
Appreciate you guys
from
for
your
having
day
me, you know,
to pull up,
100%.
you know,
Love
and
it.
just talk,
Appreciate
tell your story, you know, talk about Beatcave. And guys, you know, this is what the city needs. The city needs more people like that. And the country, forget the city. The country needs more people to put Canada on a place. You know, we get the numbers game, but there's still money here. And it's like, yeah, we can grow the city and the country to be in a different space. So I want to give you a lot of shout outs and
Big
man, a
ups.
lot of flowers because you're doing it. You're doing it.
Trying.
And you're doing, bro.
You're doing.
You're doing so much. And I'm
Not
excited
trying,
to,
doing.
It's crazy because, like, you telling me that, and we met just as you started your journey.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to you, and I'm like, damn, this is so cool. Like, I thought came to me when we took a break, and I'm like, I can't wait to see where we at in like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
real,
'Cause,
for
like,
real.
everybody's just kind of working.
Yeah.
And, like, me and you kept in touch, but
Yeah.
we just always, you know, we knew that we're just working.
100%.
You know what I mean? You always hollered at me like, yo, this and that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to come to one of the camps.
You gotta come through, man.
I
It's gonna be
do. I want to come to one of the camps, hopefully with an artist.
Can I come?
No.
As long as you wear the
I was
babushka,
just, you
can-
literally
can
just
come
like,
in.
I was just about to say, I'm not coming
So
with you. That's
Babushka
when I
only
leaned in.
entry?
Yeah. If you
You
wear that
cannot.
babushka, you'll come in for free, no
I
problem.
can, no,
Easy.
don't say that.
That's
Easy.
that's that Babushka membership. You know, tap in.
Ben, I hope you cut the camera right now because I'm actually done with this guy. I am so done with him. Again, bro, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Man. Appreciate
Let's
you
get
guys.
it. Next 5 years, holla at him. At
Congratulations,
BK.
bro.
21.
Let's
21.
get it.
21 episodes.
Season finale. We outside. We did it consistently.
Jeez.
We going back.
Yo, love. And just one more thing before we go. Like, I know a lot of people actually reached out to me and said, like, you know, we don't want you guys to take a little break, but unfortunately, we do have to end this season. We got to take a little break, but we're doing it to come back better,
Tell
to
me
come
who,
back
because I'm about
stronger.
to fight them. Straight up. Tell
And-
me who. I'm fighting.
We'll be back. But love, this was an incredible run,
Yes,
and we're excited
sir.
to run it back.
Yes,
we'll see you
sir.
guys soon. Love.
We out.